Welcome back to the channel, you oral addicts. The only YouTube channel on the planet where a hernia and a divorce are how we roll. And that's just for breakfast. Today we are taking a trip into the ethereal cosmos. Or at least we're looking at something named after a Chinese heavenly palace. We're reviewing the CCZ Tiangong Pro CZ12 IEMs. Now CCZ have taken the whole budget bracket, strapped 6 drivers into each earpiece, slapped a steampunk inspired all zinc metal shell on them, and priced them at just $60 US. Is it an absolute audiophile miracle? Or is it an overcomplicated mess that ruins your favourite tracks? Let's grab our silver-plated cables, fire up the DAC, and dive in. Thanks to Emily at Keep Hi-Fi for sending these out for review. I'll link it in the info section and also the comments. For this review, I used my NiPO N2 DAP and my Aune A17 amp. Was it overkill? Let's see. The box and the build. For $60, the unboxing is a nice enough experience. You get their signature silver-plated OFC cable. Is it going to change your life? No. But it gets the job done without looking like a twisted shoelace. It's 3.5mm terminated, and I've stopped ranting on about needing a 4.4 balanced cable for IEMs. It's always better, but 3.5 is absolutely fine. There's only one set of included tips, but most IEM addicts have built a second story onto their house just to house their spare tips. Now let's talk about the shells. Made from zinc alloy, they give you that wonderful optical illusion of superior quality because, hey, our brains associate weight with superiority, and they are nicely weighted. And with the correct ear tips, and yes, tip rolling is mandatory here, they sit in the concha of your ear like a couple of polished mechanical boulders. They have quite a long nozzle, which for me adds to the comfort or the ease of fit. Smaller ears may struggle. They do sit very comfortable in my noise canals. They've also gone with the open faceplate concept as well. It's industrial, it's steampunk, it's giving me the I repair pocket watches by day and listen to death metal by night vibes. And yes, they have vents, because without venting ports, shoving a dynamic driver into a metal cavity is a recipe for brutal eardrum crunching flex. I do really love the look of these guys though. Technicalities, the driver salad. Now let's talk about the specs. This is where these things go from stylish earphones to an unhinged oral engineer experiment. We're looking at a 10mm magnetic PET dynamic driver for the bass, plus 5, yes 5, balanced armature drivers per side. That's 12 drivers total in your nut. Let me ask you, how many balanced armatures are too many balanced armatures? We asked CCZ, and they said there's no such thing. But let's get technical. What are all these armatures doing? The dynamic driver takes care of the low end, the 2 balanced armatures take care of the mids, and the rest are doing acrobatics up in the treble. To manage this chaotic driver salad, CCZ implemented an advanced crossover network. Does this crossover network work? Yes, the crossover does a fantastic job separating the low frequencies from the mid-range. The BAs do a remarkable job of handling the mids and the treble, and I don't get a sense of lack of cohesion between the 2 different drivers. Sound signature and soundstage. Let's get into the herring and the pickled onions. The sound signature. The CCZ Tiangong Pro features a dynamic, clean, fun sound signature. If you're a basshead expecting a chest-rattling mid-bass punch, you may be disappointed. The bass is actually quite laid back, but well controlled. It digs deep when the song calls for it, but it stays in the background on most tracks. It emphasises cleanliness over quantity. On Hands Up by Jelly Roll, the bass did take a backstage, and vocals and trebles shone here. This was with the sock tips. But on the Sound of Silence cover by Jeff Gonads Castellucci, sorry Jeff, his plums hit the cold tiled floor. His voice is so deep, and the Tiangong Pros handle it beautifully. I had changed the stock tips out for this track for a favourite pair of mine, the Prism wide bores, and the bass did now sound superior. It wasn't deeper or fuller, but there was a better sense of realism to it. With stock tips, it sounded a little plasticky or cheap, to be honest. It was significantly better on the wide bores. On Valhalla Calling by Miracle of Sound, the bass is deep and powerful on the Tiangong Pros, and it's represented very capably. The mid bass does stay well away from the mid range, so your lower mids are nice and clean. But here's where things get quite fascinating, the upper mids and treble. The upper mids get this vocal forward lift, but it isn't in your face. If you love country music, and who doesn't, or you want to hear every breath of your favourite vocalist, these guys are for you. Rock vocals especially have this sort of gritty texture to them. Again, on Hands Up, Mr. Roll is right in front of my face. He sounds organic and full. And instruments aren't sitting back either, which is sometimes the case. Guitars are clean and prominent, and bass is there also adequately with drums in the background. On In the Air Tonight cover by Sons of Legion, Adam McInnes's vocals are huge. They're clean and they're commanding. They're right in the middle of my head, but they flesh out all around. Instruments come in all around as well, and everything seems expansive. This track sounds great on the Tiangong Pros. And I didn't get any sibilance on any track either, and I was listening loud. Treble is very clean. Detail and resolution are punching way above the $60 US mark. Even on EDM and dance, there was no crispy, crunchy crackling at all. Okay, let's look at the soundstage. Wide. Suspiciously wide. Especially for a $60 pair of IEMs. You do get a real sense of 3D presentation. It creates the illusion that instruments really are floating around inside your head and outside. I don't know how they do it for such a low price. The instrument separation is fantastic. You can pick out the drummer at the back, you can pick out the bassist off to the right, the guitarist, vocalist is in the middle. It's quite astounding. Again, on In the Air Tonight, spatially it's all around, but it's outside my head as well. 3D behind and wide. On Metallica's One, I'm very impressed also. The choppers do a great job of starting out wide, going behind me, and going out left as well, wide. And they linger long. This doesn't often happen on most head-fi. And on You Shook Me by CC Coletti, again, I use this track every time. The guitar sounds like it's 2 or 3 feet away. It's the harmonicas over to the left, and the vocals are right in front. Everything's spaced out beautifully. Overall, for this review, the Tiangong Pros sounded fantastic on the NiPO N2 and also the Aune A17. Both had quite a similar staging, and both drew out their strengths respectively. Was the A17 overkill? Definitely not. Was it necessary? Definitely not. But it's a great way to test all types of head-fi gear on different IEMs and headphones. The good, the bad, and the verdict. So who are these guys for? The good. The build is excellent and these things look great. The soundstage and imaging and technical performance in complex tracks really shows that these things are punching well above their class. And if you're a gamer trying to pinpoint footsteps without getting your ears blown out by muddy explosions, the separation on the Tiangong Pros will give you a competitive edge. The bad. There is no bad. They aren't bass cannons, but they handle the bass well when needed. I wasn't a fan of the OG tips at all, but 99% of us have a million tips to roll. The Prism Y bores were the preference for me. Overall, the CCZ Tiangong Pro is a highly technical, engaging IEM that refuses to be boring. It's an easy recommendation for vocal lovers, gamers, and anyone who wants to hear the analytical details in their music without spending hundreds of dollars. Just be prepared to tip roll. These now can easily be my reference pair for under $100, and even maybe more. That's it for today, addicts. Thanks again to Emily at Keep Hi-Fi for sending these out for review. If you've enjoyed this unhinged dive into the driver salad cosmos, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends about me, and tell me which IEMs have the most balanced armatures that you own. Until next time, stay tuned and stay metal.